Welcome back to Gainesville. The Johnson Knights with their 12th win of the 2024 season. A big one, 4-1 over the number 4 team out of the state of Tennessee, the Baylor Red Raiders. The Red Raiders' first loss of the season. They fall to 5-1-1 overall. 2 goals from Edgar Vasquez, 1 from Junior Castillo, and the 4th from Johnson came from Evan Rode. Marshall Bible off of a set piece with the goal for Baylor. Vasquez also added an assist, so 2 goals and an assist for him. He is now on 11 goals and 11 assists for the season. Junior Castillo scored his 12th goal of the season, and Evan Rode, that was his first goal of the year. Marshall Bible's goal is also his first of the year for Baylor. Mentioned it for the Red Raiders. Next week, they're playing 2 more Georgia schools, and they get to host them both on the 5th. On Friday of this week, they host Meadow Creek, and then a big showdown in Chattanooga with Baylor hosting Dalton. That is on April 9th of next week. Baylor will then start to get into their region play. This is a team that 75% of their non-region schedule is against the best teams that they can get from Georgia and from Alabama. They beat Fort Payne earlier this year as well, along with beating Northwest Whitfield and Westminster. Johnson, they've sealed the region title. They're trying to defend their 4A state championship. They've won it the last 2 years. Can they do the three-peat? We'll find out here very, very soon, as we're just a few weeks away from the GHSA state tournament. Our highlights sent from our studios back in Atlanta. If you didn't get a chance to hear the first half, here is what the first half sounded like on the SDH network. Taken quickly, Vasquez driving across to the left. Galicia, 25 yards from goal, left-footed shot, deflected. What a save by Flynn Watson-Brown. That deflected in front of him. He's still able to keep it out. Yandel Castillo to Trujillo. Trujillo drives it across to the right to Pimentel. Pimentel driving forward. Vasquez back to Pimentel. Lets it ride. Rode with the cross. Pimentel with the shot. Didn't catch it. Pushed it wide of the near post, or the far post from where he shot from. Out for a goal kick. Vasquez dribbling to the left, knocked away from him. Another throw for the Knights. Yandel Castillo thought about taking it. He'll give it to Vasquez instead. Vasquez into the 18. Brought down by Junior Castillo. Goal! 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 Johnson. It happens that fast. Edgar Vasquez with the throw. Junior Castillo, 1 touch to settle. Left foot slotted into the far side netting. And the Knights have the 1-0 lead late in the first half.
If there was anyone who was going to get the first goal of the night, it was going to be Junior Castillo. He has been all over the place for the Knights. Him being at the right place, right time, and just that 1 touch that he had. I was going to say even before the goal how impressed I am with the Knights in their quick touches. In that 1 pass, making sure and making it concise, and that's exactly what happened there. So a great performance by Castillo tonight.
Just outside of 25 yards, Valcarcel will take it. 2-man wall for the Knights. Valcarcel floats it in, top of the 6. Header pops straight up. Villatoro comes for it, claims it. Vance back to his goalkeeper, Watson-Brown. Vasquez knocks that clearing ball down. 7 seconds to go. Junior Castillo wanted to try to make something happen quickly. McCoy said no, won it back for Baylor, and that will do it for the first half. That's what the first half highlights sounded like here in Gainesville. It was a throw-in from Edgar Vasquez that sent Junior Castillo in. He put it away. That gave Johnson the 1-0 lead. Now this one ended 4-1, so there's quite a few highlights here in the second half. This is what it sounded like from Billy Ellis Memorial Stadium. Johnson with the 1-0 halftime lead. Here's what the second half sounded like. Back to the right foot, top of the 18. Can't get the shot off. Too many black shirts there. They win it back for Johnson, and they break out down the left. Here come the Knights, onside, down the left side. Crossed in, Vasquez, goal! Goal! Goal for the Knights. Edgar Vasquez, 10th goal of the season. He's got a goal and an assist tonight. Baylor with an opportunity that was denied, and Johnson quickly back down the other way to make it 2-0.
A great counterattack from Johnson, being able to find that and capitalizing on the misfortune of Baylor. Vasquez was right there. It was a miscue from Vance. Vance trying to touch it back to Watson Brown, but Vasquez was right there, able to knock it right in the back of the net. And you knew it was going to happen. He has been banging on that door this entire game, and now it's finally here. It's 2-0.
Drops it back to Junior Castillo. Back to Vasquez. Golazo! Goal! 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 Edgar Vasquez. 25 yards or so out. First time with the right foot with authority. 3-0 Johnson.
I have no words. That was, Golasso is right. That was such a beautiful goal. I think that's one of the best goals I've seen since we've been doing these high school games. The composure that he had to know where that ball was going to be and just not hesitating, taking that shot. Whoo, loved it.
Albert Valcarcel to the top of the six. Headed on and in. Goal! Goal, goal for the Red Raiders. Brilliantly taken free kick by Albert Valcarcel and headed home. First goal of the year for Marshall Bible. 4:37 on the clock. It's 3-1 now. And Baylor will be throwing everything at this one. Velasquez dribbling to the left, lays it off. Back across to the right to Rode. Rode with a long shot into the back of the net. Goal, goal, golazo, Evan Rode. Inside of 30 yards, maybe. Watson Brown diving back across, got a touch to it, but couldn't keep it out. That's what championship teams do. They get punched in the face and they immediately throw a counter punch. Fell to 3-1. Evan Rode makes it 4-1 for Johnson. And that is how it finished. 4-1 here in Gainesville. Second half had some fireworks in it, mostly due to our friend Edgar Vasquez, one of the top seniors in the state of Georgia. 2 goals on the night and assist in the first half. Vasquez, one of the captains for these Knights. He's been a big part of the last 2 state championship teams in 4A, trying to do the three-peat for the Knights. Madison Cruz hustling here today in Gainesville. She went downstairs and caught up with Johnson's head coach, Frank Zamora, after the win. Here is their conversation from just a little bit ago.
How is this competition going to help prepare you guys going into this tournament that you guys are going to be attending soon?
Hey, no, this type of competition definitely gets you ready for the playoffs. They're a good team, and it's going to help us build momentum. We got exposed a couple of times, and that's something that we got to clean up before we start the tournament. But it's these types of games, these types of environment that get you ready for the real show.
I want to talk about when Baylor scored to make it 3-1 immediately after with the counterattack. You guys made it 4-1. How impressed were you by the awareness and the response of your guys?
Yeah, no, very, very proud of the boys and how they responded. They didn't put their head down and they continued to play. And right the next play, we were able to get a goal back. This is what this team is about. We play 80 minutes regardless of what the score is, and it definitely showed today.
As you go into the state championships, as we get inching closer, how is this performance? What are you going to take from this performance to help you guys improve going on into that?
Yep, no, we take the positives and we build on those, and we take the negatives. We have some things to clean up against some teams that play this style. We'll sit down, we'll analyze film, we'll talk to the boys, and we'll get back to work.
Absolutely, awesome.
Right.
Madison Cruz back with me in the press box, wrapping things up here from Gainesville. You had the chance to talk to Coach Zamora. What stood out to you about what he had to say?
I think what stood out to me the most is just how aware and how mature this team is as a whole. How they're able to go into these situations, give up a goal and then immediately respond back. That's what you want out of your team, and that is something that is instilled in by the coaching staff and Coach Zamora. He has done a great job with this program, And I'm really excited to see them make this run in the state championships. I'm excited to see what they do. And they're a fun team to watch. I never come to a Johnson High School game and I'm like, okay, it's going to be one of those games. No,
never.
It is, the most fun I've ever had in doing these games. I love it so much, and I'm just excited to see what they do.
Excited to see the run for Johnson. I had a chance to talk to Coach Zamora when I got here, and it's remarkable because I totally agree with you. The composure of this team is very evident in how they handle those big situations and matches. Only 3 seniors starting with this group. A lot of underclassmen, a big junior class. But when you look at those seniors, Arteaga, who gave everything to this team on the right side, Galicia in the back, Vasquez in the attack, really balanced performance here from Johnson. They were able to maintain control of the game. They get the goal. They get the 3-goal lead, get a sucker punch and have to deal with it. And they did in Evan Road with his first goal of the year. That put the game away. Thank you for hanging out with us on the SDH Network. Don't forget the She Believes Cup is coming up on Saturday, April 6th in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. USA, Japan, Brazil, and Canada. The doubleheader starts at 12:30 with the U.S. women's national team. Brazil and Canada kick off at 3:30. 4 tickets, and they are going fast. Visit ussoccer.com/tickets. A special thanks to our presenting partner, Kaiser Permanente of Georgia, and tonight's sponsors, Subaru of Gwinnett, Reverb by Hard Rock Atlanta, Alliance Nurse Corps, and the Hat Trick Football Agency. The Johnson Knights moved to 12-1-1 with a 4-1 win over the Baylor Red Raiders from Chattanooga, Tennessee. The Knights here in the dungeon are almost unbeatable, and they show it again this evening. For Madison Cruz, I'm Jason Longshore signing off from Gainesville. More coverage of Georgia high school soccer all week long on the SDH Network. Thanks for joining us. Mucha plata, y'all.